Yeah, it's been pretty similar in terms of just following my routines every day. Baseball is the same game whether you're playing it here or in college, but it's definitely a little bit more independent. Kind of got to learn things on your own. Just trying to learn from some of the older guys right now, but it's been fun so far.
Have you had your welcome to pro baseball moment yet?
I think I have. I think being able to get my first hit, and then the guys giving me that ball, and then getting my first home run as well, and also getting a ball for them. I feel really, just makes me feel a part of the team and like I'm contributing a little bit.
And is there any advice because you got a couple guys that have been in professional baseball a long time here. Any advice that any of them have given you to start your career?
Yeah, I've talked to most of them just on little things in terms of hitting and catching. I've talked to the pitchers in terms of how they like catchers to set up and hitters and just like their game plan up at the plate. So I think just putting together a bunch of things from all of them and just trying to learn one day at a time.
You're, I think, like the third or fourth golfer to be at the pro level right now.
Yeah.
What's it mean for kind of the program just to start building on that?
Yeah, I think it's good. We've had a tough couple of years, but we have a lot of good players from our team. So I think just having a chance to go out to different teams and like different environments and trying to prove ourselves or whatever, and just being able to play somewhere else and just showing that we can actually play. We have a lot of good players, so it's a lot of fun. I hope it just kind of keeps going.
What was it like hitting that homer?
Oh, it was a great feeling. Yeah, I didn't know off the bat, but I just put a good swing on it, and it was a great feeling watching it over.
You're the seventh catcher on this roster so far this year. What's it like just trying to get to know the pitchers, and how quick of a learning curve is that?
Yeah, usually it goes pretty quick just because every day you're at the ballpark catching bullpens and learning from them, talking to them, what they like and what they don't like. I mean, you learn pretty fast, and then when you get thrown into the games, you got to learn right away because you don't really have time to figure it out. So you just learn right away. And at this point, I think I've caught basically everyone, and I've only been here less than a week, so I feel pretty comfortable already.
What would you say is the biggest difference in professional baseball to college baseball at the Big Ten?
Yeah, the biggest difference between the Big Ten here is kind of like what I said earlier in terms of being more on your own and just like learning separately from the coaches, not necessarily holding your hand, but there's just less of a structure, I guess. So just showing up when you want, doing what you want beforehand, eating what you want, like everything's just completely on your own, which is a little bit different from college. You get treated a little bit better in some aspects, but it's nice. I like it that you can kind of do your own thing and basically take it as far as you want to go here.
But do you take some things that you learned under Coach Anderson at Minnesota that you use here?
Definitely, yeah. I think he's a great coach in terms of the mental aspect of the game and really giving us perspective on the game of baseball and life in general. So obviously I learned things like baseball things from him and the rest of the coaching staff, but like one of the biggest things I learned there is that it's just a game really and like just to have fun. There's plenty of other things in life, so I think having that kind of puts me at ease playing here in terms of just kind of letting whatever happens.
Well, what you mentioned that Minnesota was the food. Is there any food that maybe you had to cut out of your diet for a little bit that now that you're in professional ball you're able to kind of bring back in and be able to pick out a little bit? Not
really, honestly. I eat pretty healthy for the most part. We do get fed well at Minnesota. They take care of you. So here it's a little bit more PB&J and scraps at times, but you have time to get your own stuff and put together a good meal, so it's not too bad.
What's your favorite go-to spot here so far in Sioux City?
I've been here for less than 24 hours, so I had Culver's once, so that's all I can say right now. So I'm going to have to spend the next week trying to figure out some healthier spots and actually go grocery shopping.
So you're about a day in here in Sioux City. I mean, what do you think? I mean, what's kind of the vibe in Sioux City that you're getting on your first impressions compared to, maybe other places you've lived in your life?
Yeah, it's actually pretty similar to a place I was at last summer. I went to Niles, Ohio for the MLB Draft League. It was just a summer league. It used to be a minor league, and it's kind of a similar town to that, where it's a lot of places to eat. It's kind of like a smaller town area, at least compared to like Minneapolis, where I'm from. But it's like a homey feel, and there's a lot of cool different places. And I'm 4 hours away from here is where I live, but I've never been here, so I like it a lot, and I think it's cool to have like a hometown where I think people enjoy the team and enjoy the town that are from here.
How nice is it being just 4.5 hours away from home?
That's one of the best parts about being here, I think, for me, just because I like, obviously I like home. And I was fortunate enough to play somewhere that was close to home, and it's cool that coming out to this league, this is one of the closest teams to my house, and I think not necessarily that you can really go home because it's just like a professional job or whatever, but it's just nice being able to have the option if you ever need to, and just like having a car and at least having that family come to some of your games if they're able to. So